Okay, so this will be our quarter 2, week 6 lesson. Comets, meteoroids, and asteroids. So sa mga nagtatanong mga anak, ang quarter 2 science natin is hanggang week 6 lang. Kasi hinahanap ng iba yung kanilang week 7 and 8 PETA. Okay, hanggang week 6 lang tayo ngayon. So, 6 learning competency lang ang meron tayo ngayong second quarter. Okay? So, take note guys that other than the sun, planets, and moon, okay, we have other objects found in the solar system. Okay, so this lesson is actually a review of what we have know about yung mga prior knowledge natin. Actually, nung bata pa nga tayo, may mga idea na tayo about this, di ba? Pinakwentuhan tayo ng mga parents natin, lola natin, lolo, tito, tita, ate, kuya natin. Then, aside from that, okay, napapanood yan natin ng mga bata tayo, di ba? And nung tawag dito or napapakinggan natin sa mga kwento nila. Okay, so anyway, guys, so what are the other objects found in the solar system aside from sun, planets, and moon? May idea na tayo dyan. Yes, Matt? Ano-ano pa ba?
Planets po, yung mga rocks nagre-revolve din po sa sun, like yung mga meteors po.
Okay, very good, Matt. Ayan, so may mga rocks din na nagre-revolve around the sun, around other planets, like that. And that, one example of that is, ano yung sinabi ni Matt kanina? You have the rocks like asteroids, meteors, and comets. So, ano-ano ba talaga yung pagkakaiba ng tatlong ito? O, diba? So, we have asteroid, comet, yan, meteor, meteorite, fireball na tinatawag natin, then meteoroid. So, any idea what's the difference of the three? O, tignan, yung tatlo na lang, the asteroid, the comet, and meteors. May idea ba tayo kung ano yung pagkakaiba ng tatlong yun? Yes, Christiana.
Ma'am, yung asteroids po is parang talaga pong bato na malalaki po na pwede pong parang mag-explode po kapag po tumama sa Earth. Tapos po comet po is parang maliwanag po yun na ano.
Okay, yes. Ayan, thank you, Christiana. Okay, so let's reveal the difference between those three. Ayan, so tignan natin to muna bago tayo mag-proceed. So, yung description niya, sabihin nyo kung para ba yun kay comet, kay asteroid, or kay meteor. I have a tail. Ano kaya siya? Ira?
Ma'am, comet po.
Oh, very good, Ira. Si comet daw siya. I am Ceres. Ano kaya siya? Cecil. Kung sino yung first na mag-raise ng hand, siya yung tatawagin ko, ha? Cecil.
Ma'am, asteroid po.
Okay, tignan natin. Correct. Actually, Ceres is one of the asteroids in our solar system. Okay? I was discovered by Edmund Halley. Matt.
Ma'am, comet.
Okay, comet. To be exact, every how many years daw, okay, bumabalik si Halley's Comet? May idea ba tayo? Nako, wala. Every 76 years yata. Okay, tingnan natin later. Okay, I am known as shooting star. Denise.
Ma'am, meteor po.
Okay, very good. Meteor. Di ba pag may nakikita tayo, ay may shooting star or yung sinasabi rin nating wishing star. Kaya pag may nakita tayo pag gabi, nag-wish tayo, right? Ayan, mga pamahiin natin. I came from between Mars and Jupiter. Jancel.
Ma'am, asteroid.
Okay, asteroid. Very good. Oh, yung gagaling naman nila. Nasagot nila lahat. Okay. I came from Kuiper Belt and Oort Cloud. Cecil again, ang nauna. Cecil.
Ma'am, comet po.
Comets, very good. Next, number 7. I am an icy body that orbits the sun. Ira.
Ma'am, meteor po.
Okay, meteor ba?
Ma'am, comet.
Tignan natin. Okay, comets. Ayan, icy body. Next, they call me meteorites when I reach the earth. Ay, may keyword na agad. Faye.
Ma'am,
Faye.
meteor.
Okay, meteor. Very good. I am bright streak of light in the sky and last for a few seconds. Alam, dami. Open nga natin sino mga nag-raise ng hand. Krisha. Krisha. Krisha Joey Javier. I am bright streak of light in the sky and last for a few seconds. Who am I? Yes, Krisha? Krizia? So, sino makakatulong kay Krizia? Yes, ang dami Denise.
Ma'am, meteor po.
Okay, very good. Meteor. And number 10, I am composed of silicates. Who am I? Who am I? Okay, yes. Princess Ira. Princess Ira, I am composed of silicates. Who am I?
Asteroid,
Okay.
ma'am.
Asteroids. Very good. Okay, so parang ayoko nang mag-discuss. Alam nyo na. Ang dami nyo nang alam about them. Okay, so very good for that. So here, at the end of our lesson, we will give the difference between a comet, meteor, and asteroid. Okay, so let's discuss comet first. Yan. So, nakikita nyo ba si comets? Yan. So, that is how comets move in the outer space. Okay. So, comets are composed of dust and rock mixed with frozen water, methane, and ammonia. So, that's the composition of comets. Comets are considered to be like a large, dirty snowball. Ayan yung kung i-describe natin si comets, large, dirty snowball. Where do comets from? Actually, first, from Oort cloud. Nasaan si Oort cloud? It is located beyond the solar system. So, sa pinakamalayong parte ng solar system daw natin, malayo kay sun. So, imagine kung gaano kalamig dyan. Okay? Compromising many trillion small icy bodies are thought to reside. So, that's in the Oort cloud. The source region for new and long period comets. Okay, so that's the first. The second, ayan, so nasaan daw? So we have the Earth, the Sun, then the planetary region, nandito ang ating Oort cloud. So napakalayo niya doon sa ating solar system. Okay. So, we have here the long period, centuries to thousands of years, the comet Hyakutake. Ito yung mga example ng ating comets. So, mayroon tayong short period comets, tapos mayroon tayong long period comets. So, example ng ating long period comets, kung saan centuries to thousands of years sila, we have the comet Hyakutake. Ayan. So, period 18,400 AU. Then, another, si Comet Hyakutake ay galing sa Oort cloud. Then, the second is doon sa Kuiper belt. Okay, so may mga comets din yan. It's beyond the orbit of Neptune naman ang Kuiper belt natin. So they believe that there are over 70,000 objects in the Kuiper belt. That's the source of short period comet naman. So dun kay Oort cloud, source siya ng long period comets. Sa Kuiper belt, sila naman yung mga, nandun naman yung mga short period comets. Ayan, so, if this is the solar system daw natin, ayan, so beyond Neptune, then we have here now the Kuiper belt. Okay. So, short period are from years to decades lang. Example of that is Halley's Comet. Ayan. Sino na ulit ang nakadiscover sa kanya? Si Edmund Halley. Ayan. So, the most famous comets of the 20th century that takes 76 years to orbit the sun. Ayan. So, every 76 years ay pwede natin daw siyang makita. Okay. Ayan. So, Halley's Comet orbits the sun every 76 years. It appeared in the night sky in 1910 and then again in 1986. Kung ang last appearance niya is 1986, when will it appear again? Kailan kaya ulit? Paki-compute nga. Compute nga natin kung kailan ulit siya lalabas. Yes, Jansel?
Ma'am, 2062, ma'am.
Tingnan nga natin. So, 76. So, 2, 6, 10, 20. So, 2062. Buhay pa tayo noon. Ano na ba ngayon mga anak? 2022. Okay, so 40 years pa bago natin siya ulit makita. Ayan, very good, Ansel. 2062. So, comets, when a comet nears the sun, some of it melt and forms a long tail. That's the gases in the comet that are vaporized by the sun. Kaya para nakikita natin, meron siyang buntot. May tail siya. A comet moves further away from the sun. The tail disappears. Ayan. So kung mapapansin natin, ang movement daw ni comet, pag umiikot siya kay sun, parang yung tail niya away from the sun. Okay. Kasi nga, habang nalulusaw siya, yung mga worn out parts niya, yun yung nagsisilbing tail niya. Ayan. So, the comet's tail develops as it gets closer to the sun. Kasi nga, nalulusaw siya. Okay. So, a comet spends most of its time in the outer solar system. Okay. So, since the comet spends most of its time in the outer solar system na napakalamig, doon nabubuo yung kanyang outer part. Okay, yung frozen outer part niya. Okay? So, after a comet has passed close to the sun many times, it breaks apart. The small pieces from the comet spreads out. These pieces of dust and rocks, along with those coming from other sources, are called meteoroids. Okay, so ang meteoroids natin, some meteoroids came from the worn out parts of the comets. Okay. So, meteoroids, these are the so-called space rocks. So, ano yung pagkakaiba ng meteoroid, meteor, meteorite? So, from the picture, okay, who wants to give the difference between meteor, meteoroids, and meteorites? Okay, yes, Matt. Yes, Matt. Hello? Nawala yata si Matt. Yes, Christiana.
Ma'am,
So
yung
from the... Yes, go anak.
Ma'am, yung meteoroid po is yun po yung parang rocks na dun pa po sa space na nakatira, parang ganun po. Tapos po yung meteor po is yung parang nag-orbit na po around the sun. Tapos po yung meteorite naman po is yung nakaland na po sa Earth na rock.
Yes, very good, Christiana. Okay, yes, very good, Christiana. So when we say meteoroid, ito yung mga rocks na nasa outer space pa lang. Okay? Kapag meteor, once that meteoroid enters the Earth atmosphere, pabagsak na siya sa atin, nasa Earth's atmosphere pa lang siya. Okay, meteor ang tawag natin sa kanila. But when this meteor reaches the Earth's surface, bumagsak na siya mismo doon sa Earth's surface natin, ang tawag na natin sa kanila is meteorite. Okay, so that's the difference between meteoroid, meteor, and meteorite. Something to do with their location. Okay? So, meteor is a meteoroid that burns up in the Earth's atmosphere. Kaya siya tinatawag natin minsan na shooting star or wishing star. Meteorite is a meteoroid that hits the Earth's surface. So the meteoroid is a space rock that is still in the space. Okay. So, what's again the difference? Yan, something to do with their location lang when we are describing them. But their composition, yung components nila, kung saan sila gawa, iisa lang yan. Yun yung similarities nila. So, something to do with their location lang. Kung bakit siya tinawag na meteoroid, meteor, or meteorite. Next, the last, we have the asteroids. They are found in the asteroid belts. Okay. So, asteroids, they are known as the planetary building blocks. So, an irregularly shaped rocky fragments like a space potato that orbits around the sun. So, maybe the shattered remains of objects left over the time when the planets was or were formed. Sila daw yung asteroids natin. Okay. Larger than meteorites. So, how big are the asteroids? Yan, larger than meteoroids. In fact, the main difference between meteoroids and asteroids is their size. So, pag mas malalaking bits ng rocks, so that's asteroids. Pag mas maliliit, meteoroids. Yan. So, something to do with their sizes. Size range from 10 feet across to bigger than a mountain. So, that's how big an asteroid is. Approximately 150,000 asteroids in the solar system. So, ang dami pala nila, di ba? Most are in the band that orbit the sun between Mars and Jupiter. Okay, so that's our asteroid belt. Kung i-review natin, the asteroid belt is actually in between the anong tawag natin? Between the rocky planets and the gas planets. Diba? Parang yung asteroid belt, siya yung naghihiwalay doon sa inner planets natin tsaka outer planets natin. The inner planets are the so-called rocky planets, tapos yung outer planet natin, sila yung mga gas planet natin. So that's the location of asteroid belts between Mars and Jupiter. Ceres is the largest asteroid in our solar system. So, kung i-compare natin the comets and asteroid, the origin of comets, take note of this, Kuiper belt and the Oort cloud. While asteroids, that's between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. So sizes, including the tail, about the size of a mountain and comet, while asteroids is a typical less than 1 kilometer, some are more than 300 kilometer in diameter. So according to their composition naman, ice dust is small rocky particles or rocky particles yan. Then asteroids, rocks lang siya. Pure rock. How about meteoroids? So actually meteoroids came from the remnants of asteroids and comets. Yeah. So, describing space rocks, wag na ito. Nasa last nyo na yan. Okay. So, again, ito yung ating essential question kanina. So, after discussing the difference between comets, meteors, and asteroids, who wants to give their differences? Ano na ulit yung kanilang pagkakaiba? O mabilis akong mag-discuss? Ano yung mga pagkakaiba nila, mga anak? Kung babalikan natin? Yes. Hello, mga anak. Naririnig nyo pa ba ako? Okay. Ano yung pagkakaiba nila? Eto na. So, here, comets, it originates in the Kuiper belt and Oort clouds. Ang meteors, they originates from the worn out pieces from comets and asteroids. Okay, asteroids originates between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. Sa sizes naman, excluding the tail about size of a mountain, samantalang si meteor is smaller than comets or asteroids. Asteroids typically less than 1 kilometer, some are more than 300 kilometer in diameter. Comets, composition, ice, dust, then small rocky particles. Si meteors, rocks or dust. Then, asteroids, rock. So, those are their differences. Okay, so how are asteroids and meteoroids similar naman? Ito, similarity of meteoroid and asteroids is their composition. Why? Because they are both made of rocks. Their difference is their sizes and location. Okay, sizes and location. What is the effect of the space rock? Impact in an environment. Ano kaya yung pwedeng impact niya sa atin? So, positive effect niya, impact on land, create craters that become freshwater lake that supports life forms incompatible with marine environment. Ang kanya namang negative effect, it will result into global environmental damage such as forest fire, animal extinction, and health hazards. So, yan yung mga yun. Okay, so, let's see if you really understand our lesson for today, mga anak. Deal or no deal. So, just say deal if the statement is true and no deal if the statement is false. Question number 1. Asteroids, comets, and meteors are part of the solar system. They also revolve around the sun. Deal or no deal? Yes, Jancel?
Ma'am, deal po.
Deal. Correct. Comets are often seen in the night sky as shooting stars. Deal or no deal, Denise?
No deal po.
Okay, no deal. Si Meteor yan, di ba? Okay. Asteroids are usually came from the Oort cloud, which beyond our solar system. Ha? John Simon.
Ma'am, no deal, ma'am.
No deal. Very good. Kasi si Comet yon. Okay. Ceres is the biggest asteroid. Again. Ha? Christiana. Si Lance Kessler. First time ko makita si Lance ulit na mag-recite ngayong araw na to. Yes, Lance? Deal or no deal? Okay, very good. Correct. The difference between asteroids and meteoroids is their size. Deal or no deal? Robbie, Batoon.
Ma'am, deal po.
Very good. Deal. Ayan. So, wala na. Ayan. So, dahil nasagot nyo lahat ng tanong,